and then aging ones out. You do that because eventually the ones in those areas, I think that humans, the way we've done the world, the damage we've done, we have to be caretakers. We can't just sit on a sideline or things are going to die out.
Which is also why another rule I would make would be if I ran the entire world myself. Another, and again, these are just because I don't want to run the world. That sounds like a lot of work. That song when they say, everybody wants to rule the world. I'm that one person that's right after they say that, I'm like, not me. But if I had to, that would be one main rule for me. The other main rule would just be no more humans are allowed to exist outside of concrete cities. Whatever's already been established. Outside of obviously already established farming grounds.
I think that's kind of a slight topic, and I actually we could talk about that when we come back. I want to go back to this one, the topic, because we're going to take another break. I want to say with this one, to where I would end on is I think that I would engage not to do anything other than keeping them out of those super wild areas. I would give wild areas and natural areas to people, but I would have areas for animals only. But I do think, for preservation's sake, we are caretakers. I do want to somewhat introduce naturalists to those wild areas to where they can sedate things, help them, because they're the whole job.
Obviously,
but let me finish my
permit. But obviously, you would be those people.
No, it's not a permit. Those are doctors
or employees.
Those are naturalists. Those are doctors or whatever. But the point is when they get really old and they can't help, and because you only have finite spaces, you do take the older ones out at some point and put them into what is zoology.
So it's a nursing home for
kind of, yes, for those things and what you can fix. Sometimes you take young ones back. But then, slowly you get them, you get them used to humans, because maybe in older, we still want to use them. The ones that that seem useful, have rules, space, all those things, no touching. But ones that are okay with humans and the doctors that they get used,
domesticated.
Yes, we want to show, but we want to show
species of animals.
But we want to show humans this. This is why we do this. We love them. You get this close because we still want you to get this extra. You don't get to touch it, but to hear one yawn or something.
Sure.
My favorite, watching a lion yawn in front of me and showing us things and being like, holy shit. That's is gorgeous about it.
Well, they do that in Africa. They have those I think it's the Okavango National Park down there.
I'm black and you just going to drop some Africa on me?
Yeah, real quick.
I hope my mama's not listening to this show. She's not going to feel great about that.
So it's this park called the Okavango, and they literally, it's a huge Federal Reserve, patrolled by armed Federal Reserve employees, and they literally just there's spots where they're basically the African version of Yellowstone or Yosemite, where you can't do anything inside this area.
Cool.
No matter who you are. Yeah. But they do let people drive around in golf courts for a whole day, and if they see some wild animals, that's a treat, but they're just showing them around. Yeah, they're preserved. They're called preserves.
But that's what I was talking about. But what if I told you that I would allow in the back end zoos to kind of exist in a simple way? All these are professionals. All these are zoologists. Zoology is a major.
Yeah.
I had one. I worked with one. I was a teacher naturalist. What's great about that is I did it right out of high school. So I got to read these different random scientists, the people, and you just be like, what the fuck? It was, I learned about basic different things and how to break animals down.
I'm ready for another show.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. We'll talk about this later.
Sponsored by one more Pabst Blue Ribbon and some Sky Vodka.
Yeah. Let me get this music ready for you. We're going to start off with some Apollo's music. Oh, wait. Sorry. Forgot it does this. I'll figure it out, folks. There you go. to the thing. There you go.
do it anymore. Or at least I don't.
Hey, so we were talking, and this is going to be good because we're going to talk about inebriation and substances.
Yep.
This is
specifically.
Not. Hey, if you're listening to this show and you have kids, what the fuck was your problem?
Yeah.
What the fuck was their problem having kids listen to my show?
Number one. Number two being like, we didn't start this podcast specifically until like 9 o'clock. You should put them kids to bed if they can't hear this. So we're going to do this.
Here's what I want to say, because I want to get into this, because here's my thing. I am an admitted inebriate. I've never fiended out. I've never been like, hey, crack sounds like a good decision. I have my rules. I have my spaces. And, it's weird enough, weed taught me that. I've lost jobs because of weed. I've made poor decisions because of weed. Not because I couldn't do the job, but because of what the system was. And I realized that my love of it got in the way of what I was doing, and now I'll never let that happen again. But what I want to say, because I want to trigger you in.
Actually, before you trigger me in, funny side note, weed taught me the exact same thing through the exact